G'day, it's Rob here again. Well, this is just a bit of a follow-up on a video I did recently on this beautiful little hand vise that Alan sent me from the UK, totally unexpected. And I turned up a wooden handle out of some scrap wood I had, so that I can put a handle in the side. These will take a handle in either side so that you can hold it like that when you're using it to wipe up stuff and clean up stuff. It's a really handy gadget. Yeah, and I did this on the Shaublin toolmaker's lathe, which was a first. I haven't done wood turning for years and years and years, and I didn't do much in the past anyway, and it came out okay. Originally I had stained it with a gloss finish, and then Alan said he had sort of gone back to matte finish, so I thought, yeah, it's a good idea. So I wiped it off with a bit of acetone, and then I re-stained it with some old dark stain I had, and then I went over it with, believe it or not, all I had to sort of set it and seal it was Armour All car trim cleaner, you know, that glossy stuff they put on trim panels and stuff like that, you know, wipe it on, and it's done a good job. It sealed the wood, left it as a dull finish, and it's not sticky, you don't get it on your fingers or hands. So yeah, Armour All, believe it or not. Although when I read the instructions on the bottle, it said you can actually use it on all sorts of things, you know. So you know, most people just buy it to use on the plastic on their car. And I don't really like that because it makes it sort of oily, you know, it gives it that oily feel. But it works good on wood. So there's a little tip for you, Armour All. You know. I suppose you can get it all over the world. So that's the end of that job. Now I'll show you what else I've got to do at some stage. Having had such amazing success wood turning, I went through my woodworking stuff, and I've got a whole lot of chisels, wood chisels, which had been badly abused. Look at that. That's, I mean, one of my grandfathers was a master carpenter. When he died, a lot of this stuff was handed out to the family. And my father was a motor mechanic all his life, and you know, when it comes to woodworking, it was pretty rough, and these have had a hard time. But these are probably all good brand name things, you know. And here's another one. This is a gouging chisel, and this is a bit weird. It's got somebody's machined the relief on the inside rather than the outside, and I don't know what's going on there. But once again, you see, it's all pretty stuffed. There's an old hacksaw. Beautiful old hacksaw. That'll clean up nicely, so I'll clean all that up. It's got a nice wooden handle, you know. Here's another flat blade chisel. That one's in sort of reasonable condition. And here's another one. But this is all English stuff, because one side of my family was English and the other side was German, and the surname is German, you see, so yeah, but you can see all the handles all need doing. And turning up handles for these would be quite simple, really. It's all pretty easy going compared to what I just did. So I might get the Shaublin going again. It's a Titan, I think that's Australian, that one. That's a good chisel, and it's got a collar on the end as well. And I might, if I do these, I'll probably turn up collars and put on them as well, so that you can hit on them without splitting them, you know. Here's another one. That's the old original one, you know. You know, ones like that, I'll just leave them as they are. That's okay. Here's one, a little one with a bone handle. Can you believe that? Look at that. Yeah. Amazing. That's from my grandfather. Here's another one, which was, yeah, from my grandfather. And another sort of one made out of looks like it's made out of an old file. What that was used for, I've no idea. I'll come in close and we'll look at the brand names. That might interest people who are into this sort of thing, and you know. So this one is Titan brand, which I reckon is probably an Australian brand. This one is Charles Taylor. Charles Taylor. No idea. This one is Ward, W-A-R-D, Ward. That's the one with the bone handle. This one. No brand on that one. This one, England, WP, it looks like, WEP maybe, I'm not sure what that, yeah, no idea. Oh, hang on, here we go. Ward, Castle Steel, or Cast Steel, so it's English, Ward. How good that is, I don't know. These would all be pretty old. And that one, that's the one where they've ground the relief on the inside. I think that my old man probably did that. It's a gouging chisel of some sort. But, I mean, that doesn't work. I tried it. It's all wrong. You know, it has to have the relief on the back. The hand was totally shot. Look at that. I mean, it's all buggered to hell. But I could get the new grip on it, and it's still usable for light work. Depends how far in this has gone, you see. I think this has sort of been knocked back into the handle, so possibly there's more metal. See, it's cracked it and split it, so there's probably some length that would come out. So we'll try and fix that one up. And this one is Wardle. Wardle, is it? W. Marple, Sheffield. So that's W. Marple, Sheffield. So yeah, some of these would have probably come out from England with my grandfather. And this one, which is a bad time, is Everwood and Co. Sheffield. Everwood. That's what it looks like. Not quite sure on that one. But yeah, that one's a nice chisel, but it just needs a new handle. As you can see, the handle was Cactus Rectus. Here's the little spiky one, which is, that's a file. So somebody's actually made a pokey thing out of it, a pointer. So maybe they use it as a scribe, I'm not sure, but it's an old triangular file. But once again, you can see it's had a hard time. They've all had a hard time. And here's this beautiful old hacksaw, or fret saw, or whatever it is. I mean, that'll be a few years old. You know, look at the style of that. So I clean that up, and it'll be a nice old thing. I can't see any brand on it. There's that much rust. Anything's possible. What's it got? No, I can't see anything on it. So there you go. So that's where I'm headed. In the future, I'll clean these up, and then if I get some wood, some good hardwood that you could beat on, not excessively, but suitable for the task, to take a bit of a hammering, I'll redo the handles. So there you go. It just shows you there's always something you can do in the workshop. In this case, it'll be go into repair mode and do some more wood turning, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I found it very, very pleasant, very relaxing, very tactile, It's real hands-on, feel-good stuff. I can understand why people get hooked on it. It's a great medium. So there you have it. That's it for 2019. And as they say, size isn't everything. It's how you use it that counts. Okay, see you next time. Cheers.